Katanindo, I think let's start with you because it's more of a continuation from our previous conversation, and we're talking about the construction sector, and your company, Moteo, is also involved in construction. From what we see in the headlines and what we know about the industry, it's dominated by the big companies. And yet here you are as an entrepreneur and you are making strides. How did you get that right?
The recipe that I think I developed was to bring on board young people, mainly black, mainly female, together with what I call the utopis, mainly male. And 18 years ago, I decided to create a company that I believed should reflect the demographics of our country. And I believe today it is proving to be a successful model because we are now 54% black, women-owned.
And Elma, as a woman in the oil industry, which is a very male-dominated industry, how are you getting around the challenges that you are faced with in that particular industry?
Timbisa, I think we are more lucky in a way in the oil industry. Yes, it is male-dominated, where dealers-owned sites are concerned. From my oil company that I'm getting my product from, they are very pro-women. They really giving very serious jobs to women. They don't discriminate because you're a woman, you can't run a filling station. The challenge is to align the finances in obtaining a fuel station and to get especially black women involved, because I think the ability is there, but finance is a big problem, cash flow.
And you've worked in a variety of sectors. I mean,
Yeah.
you've even taken this company that you own now and turned it around into a success story. What do you think are the pillars of your turnaround strategy?
Well, I was lucky to actually meet a woman at the bank. Her second in charge is a woman as well. And I think as women we just teamed up. And
power.
yeah, it was just, I was just very fortunate. Went to the bank, got a woman there, and she just believed in me. Women should form partnerships. It's hard and difficult for me to actually challenge another business that belongs to women. I must admit that. But if it's a man, oh boy. I'm sorry.
Shoni, you were nominated in your capacity as the CEO of the Idea Engineers, and that's in advertising.
Yes.
What do you make of what's happening in your industry at the moment? When you have a look at what's coming out, you watch your TV, you listen to the radio, you watch the ads in the magazines and the newspapers, do you find that it is an industry that is growing in terms of reaching its potential, or do you watch or read or see or hear and think, oh dear Lord, we need so much work to be done in this industry?
It surprises me that an industry that is meant to be a creative industry is so incapable of reinventing itself at every level. The recession has come as a wonderful reprieve for the industry, because a recession has a wonderful purging effect. It takes out all the rotten fruit, and what remains, I think, is much stronger. Unless the industry starts to move into a place that's more purposeful and more meaningful, it will too run into issues around sustainability. Because certainly in terms of creativity, South Africa's always punched well above its weight globally. But it's not about creativity. It's about bottom line. So unless we go with a business approach as opposed to, a creative approach, I think it's tired.
How do you pay it forward then in an environment like that, where you've got to be focused on the bottom line, like you say, but you've got to be socially aware?
And the fact that we have approached our discipline as business agency rather than as advertisers or PR or social media, I think is what has contributed to our growth. Double-digit growth throughout the recession. Define yourself as someone who has to grow a bottom line. And if you start that way, I think you will have sustainability, you will have growth. The industry is not underrepresented by women, so I hope the sisterhood will be the ones that lead the charge.
Well, let's leave it there. Thank you so much, ladies. It was lovely getting to know you. And I hope that everybody else got some insight into what makes you tick as businesswomen in your environments. Thank you so much.
Thanks.